There's a silent habit that far too many people between the ages of 65 and 80 are still doing every single day, without realizing the serious toll it's taking on their health. It might seem harmless, even routine, but the truth is, it could be quietly stealing precious years from your life. You see, once you reach your mid-60s, your body begins to go through natural but important changes. And that means certain things you used to do without any issue in your 40s or 50s can now become unexpectedly risky. Habits that once helped you stay active or productive could actually be putting you in danger, without you even knowing it. The scary part? Most people don't notice the damage until it's already done. That's why this video is so important. We're going to uncover 5 critical habits that you absolutely need to stop immediately if you're between 65 and 80. These aren't just casual tips. They're your last chance to make changes that could dramatically protect your health, boost your energy, and extend your life. And trust me, you'll want to stay with me all the way to the end. Because the last mistake we cover is something almost no one talks about. Yet, it could be one of the most dangerous habits you're carrying right now. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, take a second to hit that button and turn on the bell icon so you never miss out on videos that can change your life for the better. And if you find this video helpful, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. That way, I know how to make even better videos for you. Alright, let's get started. Mistake number 1. Sitting too long without moving. After 60, one of the absolute worst things you can do for your body is sit for extended periods without getting up. You might think, well, I go for a walk every day. That's enough, right? Unfortunately, not quite. Even if you take that daily walk, if you're spending hours sitting in the same spot, whether it's watching TV, reading, or using the computer, you're still putting your body at risk. Prolonged sitting slows down your metabolism, weakens your leg and core muscles, and reduces circulation. It's a combination that leads to joint pain, stiffness, muscle loss, and most dangerously, a much higher chance of falling. Think about this. Have you ever stood up after sitting for a while and felt your knees ache or your lower back tighten? That's your body crying out for movement. The blood flow slows, the joints stiffen, and over time this can even lead to blood clots, weight gain, and cognitive decline. Take George, for example. He's 72 and always thought that going for his daily walk meant he was staying healthy. But he started noticing that his legs were feeling weaker and his back pain was worsening. His doctor explained something surprising. It wasn't just about being active once a day. It was about breaking up the sitting, getting up and moving regularly throughout the day. So, George started small. He set a timer to stand up every 30 to 45 minutes, even if just for a few stretches or to walk around the room. And within weeks, he noticed a huge difference. Less stiffness, better circulation, and more energy overall. Here's something you can try right now. If you've been sitting for over an hour, pause this video, stand up, roll your shoulders, stretch your legs, or walk around for just 2 minutes. If you feel even the slightest improvement, that's proof your body needs more movement, more often. The key isn't just about doing your daily exercise routine. It's about staying consistently active all day long. Small actions, like shifting your position, stretching, or walking for a few minutes, can have a major impact on your mobility, energy, and overall health. Mistake number 2. Ignoring protein and losing muscle without noticing one of the most common and dangerous mistakes people make after the age of 60 is not getting enough protein in their diet. You might be thinking, I eat enough food, I'm probably fine. But here's the reality. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at processing and using protein. That means you actually need more of it, not less, to maintain strength and muscle. The problem? Most people don't realize they're losing muscle until it starts affecting their daily life. This slow, silent loss of muscle, known as sarcopenia, is one of the biggest threats to your independence and mobility after 60. It creeps in over time. You might notice it in little things, like struggling to carry groceries, finding it harder to stand up from a low chair, or feeling unusually tired after climbing stairs. And here's the scary part. Once muscle is lost, it's much harder to rebuild. Weaker muscles also mean weaker balance, and that puts you at a much higher risk for falls and injuries. Let's look at Richard. He's 68, and like many people, he thought he was eating well. But over time, he noticed his arms looked thinner, his legs felt weaker, and his energy just wasn't what it used to be. His doctor ran a few tests and explained that Richard wasn't getting enough protein to support his aging muscles. So he made a change. He started adding more protein-rich foods to his diet, things like lean meats, eggs, beans, nuts, lentils, and protein-packed dairy. Within a few short weeks, Richard felt stronger, more energetic, and more stable on his feet. His muscles responded quickly to the improved nutrition, because your body wants to heal when you give it what it needs. Want to know if your muscles are starting to weaken? Here's a quick test. Sit in a chair and try to stand up without using your hands. If that feels difficult, or if you feel a little wobbly, it could be a sign that your muscle strength is slipping, and your body is quietly asking for help. The good news? It's not too late. By increasing your protein intake and pairing it with gentle strength training, you can slow or even reverse the effects of muscle loss. You don't need to go on a high-protein diet. Just be intentional about getting some protein at every meal. So, if you're still eating the same way you did in your 40s or 50s, it might be time to make a change. Protein isn't just important. It's essential for keeping you strong, mobile, and independent for years to come. Mistake number 3. Underestimating the power of deep sleep. Many people believe that needing less sleep is just part of getting older, but that couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, your body still relies on deep, quality sleep to function at its best. Sleep isn't just about rest. It's when your brain restores memory, your muscles recover, your heart slows and heals, and your immune system recharges. Unfortunately, as we age, our sleep patterns tend to shift. It becomes easier to wake up during the night, harder to fall back asleep, and more common to wake up feeling tired, even after being in bed for a full 8 hours. That's exactly what happened to Frank, who's now 71. For years, he assumed that sleeping fewer hours was normal at his age, but he started noticing something strange. More daytime fatigue, brain fog, and even changes in his blood pressure. His doctor explained that although he was sleeping, he wasn't getting the restorative sleep his body desperately needed. So, Frank made a few small but meaningful changes. He reduced screen time in the evenings, avoided caffeine late in the day, and created a calming bedtime routine. Within just a few weeks, the transformation was incredible. He had more energy, better focus, and felt like himself again. Want to know if your sleep is truly refreshing? Ask yourself this: do you wake up feeling alert, or do you feel sluggish, like you need extra time to start your day? If you often feel groggy, your sleep might not be doing its job, and now is the time to fix it. Remember, sleep isn't a luxury. It's a lifeline for long-term health, brain clarity, and emotional balance. Mistake number 4. Skipping strength and balance training. Here's a big one, and something many people over 60 get wrong. A lot of folks assume that going for a walk each day is enough to stay fit. And yes, walking is fantastic for your heart, lungs, and general mobility. But here's the truth. Walking alone won't protect your muscles, improve your balance, or prevent serious falls. As we age, our muscles naturally weaken, and our sense of balance begins to fade, unless we actively work to fight it. What most people don't realize is that falls are the #1 cause of injury in older adults. And it's not usually because of bad knees or weak ankles. It's often due to muscle loss and poor coordination. Let's look at Edward. He was 74, walked every morning, and felt fairly active. But one afternoon he misjudged a step and took a hard fall. Thankfully, nothing was broken, but the fear of falling again shook his confidence. His doctor told him that while walking was good, his stabilizer muscles weren't being used or trained, and that's where the danger lay. So, Edward started small. He added light strength exercises with resistance bands, practiced standing on one leg, did bodyweight squats, and used a chair to support himself during balance drills. Within a few weeks, he felt noticeably steadier, more confident, and far less worried about losing his footing. You don't need to lift heavy weights or join a gym. Simple movements done regularly can build strength and coordination. Try this quick test. Stand next to a counter, lift one foot slightly off the ground, and hold it for 10 seconds. Was it hard to stay balanced? If yes, your body is telling you it's time to start training. Strong muscles and a steady body are your foundation. Don't ignore them. Prioritize strength and stability training so you can stay active, independent, and injury-free well into your later years. Mistake number 5. Not drinking enough water. Here's one mistake that's incredibly common and surprisingly dangerous: not staying hydrated. After 60, your body's ability to recognize thirst begins to fade. That means you might not feel thirsty even when you're already dehydrated, and the effects go far beyond just being a little tired. Chronic dehydration can cause joint pain, constipation, confusion, fatigue, kidney issues, and even increase your risk of falling. Yet many people think, well, I drink coffee in the morning and a bit of water with meals, so I'm good. Sadly, that's not enough. Let's take Walter, 76. He thought he was staying hydrated because he drank coffee every day and had some water with lunch. But over time, he began experiencing frequent headaches, muscle cramps, and dizziness, especially when getting up from bed or a chair. His doctor pointed out a simple fact: coffee and tea act as diuretics. They actually pull water out of the body, not add it in. So Walter made one simple change. He started drinking a full glass of water as soon as he woke up and kept a bottle nearby throughout the day. In just a few weeks, he felt sharper, had fewer headaches, and noticed his joints were much less stiff. Want to test your hydration right now? Pinch the skin on the back of your hand and hold it for a second. If it snaps back quickly, you're likely hydrated. If it takes a moment to return, your body probably needs more water. The good news? This is one of the easiest fixes. Just keeping water nearby and sipping regularly throughout the day can make a massive difference in how you feel, from your joints to your brain. Final thoughts. It's never too late to take control. Let's take a moment to reflect. Are you doing any of these 5 things, sitting too long without moving, skipping protein and losing muscle, neglecting quality sleep, ignoring strength and balance training, forgetting to stay hydrated? If any of these sound familiar, don't worry. You're not alone, and it's never too late to make a change. Even if you've been making these mistakes for years, your body has an incredible ability to heal and improve. The secret lies in consistent daily action. Each small change, whether it's drinking more water, doing gentle balance exercises, or adding more protein to your meals, adds up. Day by day, you'll feel stronger, more energized, and more confident in your body's ability to carry you through life. Your health isn't just about avoiding disease. It's about staying vibrant, independent, and full of life every single day. So now I ask you, which of these areas do you feel you need to focus on the most? Have you noticed changes in your energy, strength, or balance lately? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below with one thing you learned today and how you plan to bring it into your life. Reading your comments gives us motivation, inspiration, and ideas for future videos. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you care about. Your support helps us continue creating content that empowers and informs. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.